Have you ever pondered on the delicate balance of life and the significance of living in harmony with nature? This is a question that has been asked and explored by philosophers, thinkers, and truth-seekers throughout the ages. Life, in its essence, is a continuous flow, a river that is ever-changing, ever-moving. The most effective actions are those that are in alignment with the natural flow of the universe. These actions are not forced, they are born out of non-desire. Like the yin and yang, they represent the balance and harmony that is crucial in life. Take, for instance, the river. It does not force its way through the landscape, it simply flows, effortlessly carving its path over time. It doesn't desire to reach its destination, it just goes with the flow. And in doing so, it creates magnificent canyons and life-sustaining ecosystems. This is the principle of Wu Wei, the art of effortless action, the balance between doing and not doing. Moving on to the teachings of Heraclitus, a pre-Socratic Greek philosopher. His philosophy centered around the logos, the concept that everything is constantly changing. He famously compared existence to the flow of a river, stating that you could not step twice into the same river. This signifies that change is the only constant and that opposites are identical, bringing about a denial of the law of non-contradiction. It's an invitation to embrace change and to find balance within the flux. Buddha, too, taught about balance. His path to enlightenment was defined by the middle way, a path of moderation away from the extremes of self-indulgence and self-mortification. He proposed that true peace and happiness can only be achieved when we find balance in all aspects of life. Now let's turn our attention to the Roman gods, Venus and Mars. Venus represents the yielding, watery female principle essential to the generation and balance of life. Her male counterparts, Vulcan and Mars, are active and fiery. Venus absorbs and tempers the male essence, uniting the opposites of male and female in mutual affection. This assimilation and benign nature of Venus again points to the importance of balance and harmony. In today's world, our ego and societal norms often push us away from living in harmony with nature. They can lead to negative emotions and thoughts, disrupting our inner peace. But by understanding and applying the principles of life within the flow, we can align ourselves with nature, finding balance and peace. In conclusion, life is an ever-changing river, a delicate balance between opposites, a dance of action from non-action. By embracing the principles of Wu Wei, the teachings of Heraclitus, Buddha, and the Roman gods, we can learn to live in harmony with nature, to find balance and peace in our lives. This is just the beginning of our journey to understanding the principles of life within the flow. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into these philosophies in our upcoming videos. Remember, balance is not just beneficial, it is essential for you and everyone else. So, let us journey together towards a life lived in harmony with nature. In our journey through the teachings of Lao Tzu, Heraclitus, Buddha, and the Roman gods, we've seen how balance and neutrality are at the core of their philosophies. These wise individuals, separated by vast distances and cultures, all arrived at the same principles independently. This suggests their universal applicability, transcending geographical boundaries and time periods. The principle of balance, of not leaning too far in one direction or another, is a universal concept that can be found in every aspect of life. It's in the ebb and flow of the tides, the changing of the seasons, and even in our own bodies, as they maintain homeostasis. Similarly, the concept of neutrality, of not being swayed by extreme emotions or actions, is a universal principle that guides us to live in harmony with nature. It teaches us to accept life as it is, without trying to force it into our preconceived notions. These principles are not just philosophical concepts to be studied. They are practical guides to living a balanced and harmonious life. They encourage us to embrace change, to accept the impermanence of life, and to find peace in the present moment. In closing, the teachings of these wise individuals remind us that balance and neutrality are not just philosophical concepts but universal principles that everyone can understand and live by. They offer a blueprint for living in harmony with nature and ourselves. In the next scene, we'll delve deeper into how we can apply these teachings in our daily lives. Stay tuned!